Sanibona, ngaphambi singene kwivideo namuhla, ngithi angithathe lethuba ngibonge i-support nothando enikhombise lona lingaphezu kokucabanga kwethu. Siyacela niqhubeke nisupporte njalo ngokubuka amavideo ethu, ungakhohlwa ukukhomenta, ushare, ulike. Siyafisa ukuzwa umbono wakho. Sicela ke singene kwivideo namuhla. Emavikini aphelile sizokhumbula ukuthi uKatiso KT Molefe, i-Alexandra Magistrate Court yanqaba ukumnikeza i-bail. Wasedlulisela isicelo sakhe sebhail esi-aphila kwi-High Court ngethemba lokuthi bazomenzela iqiniso. Ngempela ke i-High Court yafike yas-overturn isinqumo esasithathwe Alexandra Magistrate Court. Yasiyamnikeza uKatiso KT Molefe ibhail. Ngikhuluma nawe nje wophuma ngebhail ka-400,000 ekhishwa i-High Court. Vusumuzi Kurt Matlala naye futhi isicelo sakhe sebhail sesinqatshiwe. Ziyakhumbula ukuthi kuma-arguments wakhe waveza ukuthi lo bufakazi obuvelayo nalama conversation okukhulunywa ngawo bamframile, akuyena obetype zonke lezi zinto, lama message abathi akhona ku-WhatsApp yakhe akuyena obewatype lawo ma message lawo, kodwa ofrenywe ngamaphoyisa ngoba enenhloso yokumbopha. Namuhla ke usenkantolo ngethemba lokuthi naye mhlambe kuzokwenzeka into efanayo njengenzekele kuKatiso KT Molefe, ukuthi mhlambe naye i-High Court izobuka isicelo sakhe sebhail ngenye indlela agcine seyitholile ibhail. Sizokhumbula ukuthi bebelokhu mabevele enkantolo bevele bebabili yena nomkakhe. Inkantolo ke yayisinquma ukuthi umkakhe akaphume ngebhail, umkakhe kuyitholile ibhail kule viki eliphelile if I'm not mistaken, uyitholile ibhail bese kusele yena. Namhlanje ke inkantolo ithatha isinqumo ngodaba leka KT Molefe lika Vusumuzi Kurt Matlala. Inkantolo ithatha isinqumo ngodaba lika Vusumuzi Kurt Matlala. Sizobheka ke leyo judgment leyo, sizofunda i-judgment bese ngiphawula emveni kwayo, kodwa kunolunye udaba engifisa ukudlula kulo. Kuke kwavela ama-report emveni nje kwe-media briefing ka-General Mkhwanazi ukuthi uKT Molefe uvule i-case for uGeneral Mkhwanazi nethimba lakhe i-Political Killing Stars team ngoba bamtshontshela iwash lakhe le Rolex. Sizokhuluma ngalelo daba futhi ngoba uGeneral Cele ngesikhathi ekhuluma lapha kwi-ad hoc committee ukhulumile ngalelo daba. So sizothinta nalelo daba lelo. Kwamanje asifunde i-judgment. Le judgment iphume ngomhla ka-27 October 2025. Iphuma kwi-High Court of South Africa kwi-division yase-Johannesburg. Case number bayibhale lapha phezulu. Umuntu obefake isicelo ngoba idaba le-appeal leli uVusumuzi Kurt Matlala ofake isicelo applicant, then abantu abaphikisa isicelo sakhe noma bangabamangalelwa i-state ibhale isihloko sithi bail appeal judgment, sibhalwe uPJ Du Plessis. Ifundeka kanje: the court acknowledges the high public profile of the appellant and the intense media scrutiny surrounding this matter, particularly in the context of broader allegations against the appellant and the criminal justice system. However, in fulfilling its solemn judicial oath, this judgment is delivered solely on a dispassionate and objective analysis of the facts as presented in the record, the relevant case law and legal principles governing bail set out in the Criminal Procedure Act. This adherence to Constitution and law ensures that the integrity of the judicial process is maintained and that justice is administered to all parties without fear, favor, or prejudice, uninfluenced by public opinion or any consideration outside the law. Officer reasonably suspect the person may flee, interfere with evidence, or not respect a summons. Then an arrest becomes the necessary and least evasive way to ensure court appearance. This is clear what the police decided in relation to the arrest of the appellant and accused 4 and 5. 69. In essence, to my mind, the least evasive way must be interpreted as a judicial and administrative instruction to the police to minimize the infringement on an individual's liberty when fulfilling their duty to bring the accused to justice by employing methods proportional to the risk of non-compliance. Conclusion. My finding is that despite the regional court magistrate using the wrong onus, exceptional circumstances to decide this matter, which was misdirection using the correct onus, interest of justice, will not disturb most of the rulings she made, as per my findings herein. In balancing the reasons for the refusal of bail with Section 69, bracket A to G, CPA factors, weighing the interest of justice against the right of the appellant to his personal freedom, and in particular the prejudice he likely to suffer, I conclude that on a balance of probability, the interest of justice will not be served by the release of the applicant. Order. I accordingly make the following order. The appeal against the denial of bail by court a cure is dismissed. Sona-ke isinqumo lesesiphuma kwe-High Court esithi in the interest of justice ngoba usebenzise igama elingelona ijaji leli magistrate lo owaye wamnqabela ibheli, kodwa lithi ijaji lapha kwi-High Court noma asebenzisa igama eli-wrong, igama okwakufuneka lisebenzise lithi in the interest of justice, not kuma-circumstances kodwa in the interest of justice. Kodwa ngalokho akasho ukuthi i-judgment yakhe wayibhala wrong, okusho ukuthi isicelo soku-aphila ukudinaka kwebheli yakhe isichithile-ke inkantolo enkulu, okusho ukuthi uVus'Muskhet Matlala akayitholanga ibheli, usazobuyela abe sesitokisini. Ilokhu nje indaba esivuka ngazo namuhla zokuthi udaba lwakhe loku-aplayela ibheli sichithiwe-ke isicelo sakhe, usezobuyela awuhlala esitokisini ahambe icala lakhe. Emveni kokuba uGeneral Mkhwanazi wayivele ePhalamende ngomhla ka-5 kuMarch 2025, kwabe sekuphuma lama-article alandelayo. Eyokuqala yaphuma ku-Sunday World eyayibhalwe kanje, open quotes, Mkhwanazi's corpse stole my Rolex watches, close quotes. Kodwa akubanga iyona i-Sunday World kuphela yabhala lolu daba, ngoba even the News 24 njengoba ubona ku-screen sakho nayi article abayibhala ngomhla ka-15 ethi top KZN Corp accused of abduction, assault and stealing Rolex watches from kidnapping suspects. So udaba lolu olwake lakhulunywa kakhulu ukuthi uMkhwanazi nethimba lakhe ba-kidnapper beba ne-wash lika-Khethi Matlala. Yafisa sikhulume ngalolu daba ngoba uGeneral Mkhwanazi ukhalile ngamanye ama-journalist. Wathi hhayi ukuthi ama-media houses wonke, kodwa amanye ama-journalist ayasetshenziswa. Wathi amanye ama-journalist ayasetshenziswa, a-ownwa ila makhathele lawa khona, the drug syndicate. Washo njalo uGeneral Mkhwanazi. Ngizokucaphunela ivideo manje kaNdosi njengoba de lapha ya kwi-ad hoc committee uze ukuthi uthene nama kufika lolu daba oluthinta udaba le-Rolex.
No, thanks, Chair. No, just very briefly, General, was this Rolex and the jewelry stolen or not? So was the affidavit that Matlala deposed fake? Did he lie under oath? Because when you depose an affidavit, you make an affirmation under oath. So was the jewelry and the Rolex stolen regardless of who stole it? Or in your interpretation or understanding of the issues, he deposed a fake affidavit? Thank you.
No, I remember him very well saying there was no Rolex stolen from him. I remember him saying so. That's why he raised the issue of him being. But the issue was that they had to find the way of dealing with Khumalo. That's why I always think that even the arrest of Khumalo at the later stage has got issues. They started some time trying to arrest Khumalo some time back.
Njengoba wazi ukuthi kuthiwa there are two sides to every story. Ngakho-ke uKhethi Matlala akakanikezwa ithuba lokuthi aveze uhlangothi lakhe le story. Kodwa nje singakusho ukuthi uthi ucele alikho iwashi elalikhona. Onombuzo engakubuza wona nje olula, iphelele phi nale ndaba yewashi? Uma-ke impela yayikhona, iphelele phi? Kusuka ngoMarch kuze kube manje akuna case ekhona, akuna case engenile. Namaphoyisa asa-investigate awakatholi lutho. Asazi kodwa siyozwa mzukwane uKhethi Matlala waphiwa ithuba ngoba naye funeka aphiwe ithuba lokuziphendulela. Ikakhulukazi ku-ad hoc committee funeka afike, nakwimadlanga commission fanele afike lapha azothola ithuba naye lokuthi azikhulumele ngoba wonke umuntu implicated lapha funeka naye aphiwe ithuba lokuba aziphendulele kuzo zonke iy'nsolo azobe ebekwe zona.
He admitted to you that he had lied in the contents of his affidavit when he brought that urgent affidavit. Do you confirm that?
Thank you, Commissioners. Upon the arrest of Mr. Matlala on the 14th of May, 2025, he was interviewed. And for the record, that interview also was recorded. And with his own mouth, he had indicated that he was persuaded by our General Sibia and the Minister, Mr. Senzo Mchunu, that he register a case against the team that raided his house on the 6th of December 2024. And he further indicated that that watch of his was never stolen. Furthermore, he indicated that after he was advised to open a case, he went to Brooklyn SAPS to open a case. He made an affidavit there, but the case was never registered because the items that he indicated that they were stolen were reflected on the SAP 13 register. Therefore, they found the case to be unfounded. And then he indicated that through the assistance of Lieutenant General Sibia, the case was subsequently opened at some station in Soweto, though I do not have the contents and or the case number for that docket, Commissioners. And again, pertaining to the Rolex watch, Commissioners, upon us interviewing him, he indicated that for the same watch, he had realized that the likes of Minister Mchunu and Lieutenant General Sibia and his team are using him to fight their own battles, and they are not assisting him in any way. So therefore, he proceeded to KZN and met with the former minister, Mr. Begicele. And on that day, he said he was wearing the same Rolex watch, and he showed the former minister, Mr. Begicele, the same watch to say that this is the watch that General Sibia and his allies wants him to open cases against the police for.
Witness le ekhuluma lapha kuMadlanga Commission isikhuluma into ehambelana ngqo nalesho ucele ngoba futhi enye into ayishoyo interesting ukuthi ngesikhathi ayikhuluma bamrecord ikhona irecording yale nkulumo le abathi wayeyikhuluma lapho uKethi Matlala. Nansi into interesting kakhulu ngoba fanele bakhiphe le recording azizwe naye ukuthi ayimo okhuluma la achaza ukuthi kwenzakaleni. Kodwa indaba le watch le Rolex ngoba uze uthi lo witness ngalo lolu suku wahamba eKZN wayohlangana no former minister okuminister uBhekicele. Esehlanganile no former minister uBhekicele ila wafika kuye efake lona leli watch. Njengoba uBhekicele ethi wamtshela yena. Yabona lento siyahambelana manje leshuwo undosi lapha ad hoc committee naleshuwo witness ngapha kwimadlanga. Futhi into enhle ngalezi zinto lezi zizidlale ngosuku olulodwa. Lezi inkulumo sidlale ngosuku olulodwa. Usho ukuthi ucela ukhuluma into ehambelana naleshuwe lona ngale kodwa abaseyindaweni ezimbili ezehlukene. Ngicela ukuze ukuphala kwakho la ku comment section ngalo kwalokho mina nawe sidibane kwivideo elandelayo. Ungahlikhohlwa ucomment, ushare, ulike, usubscribe. Ungasupporta kusidonate likhona account kwi-comment ephiniwe. Ungasupporta ngokuba imember yale channel.